Hey out there! This week we have a story of a shocking injustice that happened in the early 90s that we've been requested to cover by one of our loyal watchers. We hope you'll take the time to subscribe to our channel and to like our video. It helps push it out there to more people who enjoy our type of content. With all that out of the way, thanks for the suggestion, Sydney. Now on to today's story. The West Memphis 3 is a chilling and tragic tale that unfolded in the small town of West Memphis, Arkansas, during the early 1990s. The events surrounding the case shook the nation and sparked intense debates about justice, morality, and the flaws in the legal system. This story delves into the events leading up to and following the trials of three young men who came to be known as the West Memphis 3. On May 5, 1993, the boys were reported missing by Byers' adoptive father, John Mark Byers, around 7 p.m. The boys were allegedly last seen together by three neighbors, who said they'd been playing together around 6:30 p.m. the evening they disappeared, and seeing Terry Hobbs, Steve Branch's stepfather, calling them to come home. The bodies of the three 8-year-old little boys, Stevie Branch, Christopher Byers, and Michael Moore, were discovered soon after, naked, bound with shoelaces, and brutally murdered in a wooded area known as Robin Hood Hills. The gruesome nature of the crime sent shockwaves through the community, prompting an urgent investigation. We'll try to show as much respect to the families of the kids as we can, therefore we'll avoid detailing their specific injuries prior to death, but this info can be found by a simple online search. To say that it was utterly horrific would be an understatement. Law enforcement authorities focused their attention on three teenagers, Damian Eccles, Jesse Miskelly Jr., and Jason Baldwin. The trio was deemed outsiders due to their alternative lifestyles and fascination with Gothic subculture, often wearing black clothing and heavy metal t-shirts of bands like Marilyn Manson and other similar artists, which the authorities misconstrued as evidence of involvement in the occult. In a highly publicized trial, the West Memphis 3 faced a barrage of circumstantial evidence. Eccles, the alleged ringleader, was portrayed as a satanic worshiper, fueling a moral panic within the community. Jesse Miskelly Jr., with an IQ well below average, was coerced into confessing to the murders after hours of police interrogation. His confession did not align with the facts of the case, but it was used against him and his co-defendants in court. In 1994, the West Memphis 3 were found guilty. Eccles was sentenced to death, while Baldwin and Miskelly received life sentences. The verdict sparked outrage from activists and supporters worldwide who believed the young men were wrongfully convicted. Over the years, doubts about the fairness of the trials grew. Investigative journalists, filmmakers, and numerous public figures voiced their concerns, highlighting the lack of physical evidence tying the three to the crime scene. In 2007, advanced DNA testing found no trace of the West Memphis 3 at the crime scene, but DNA from another man was discovered. This breakthrough indicated that the wrong men had been imprisoned for nearly 15 years. Eccles, Baldwin, and Miskelly's legal teams fought tirelessly to appeal the convictions based on the newly discovered evidence and the lack of a fair trial. The legal battle garnered widespread media attention and garnered support from celebrities and activists worldwide. Eccles even became lifelong friends with shock rocker Marilyn Manson and actor Johnny Depp as a result of them believing in the boys' innocence. In a surprising twist, in 2011, the West Memphis 3 were offered an Alford plea, a rare legal arrangement in which they could maintain their innocence while acknowledging that there was sufficient evidence for conviction. This plea deal allowed them to be released from prison, but it didn't fully exonerate them. After their release, the West Memphis 3 had to adjust to life outside prison walls. Despite being free, the stigma of the convictions continued to haunt them, affecting their ability to reintegrate into society. The real killer or killers of the three young boys remained at large, and the families of the victims continued to seek justice for their lost loved ones. The release of the West Memphis 3 fueled the momentum for justice reform. Advocacy groups worked to address flaws in the legal system and prevent future miscarriages of justice. The 2012 documentary, West of Memphis, directed by Amy Berg and produced by Peter Jackson, shed further light on the case, providing compelling evidence supporting the innocence of the West Memphis 3. The documentary also pointed to Terry Hobbs, the stepfather of one of the victims, as a potential suspect, citing inconsistencies in his statements and evidence linking him to the crime scene. Despite their release, the West Memphis Three continued their legal battle to obtain full exoneration and clear their names completely. As of today, the West Memphis Three live with the shadow of their past, seeking to rebuild their lives while advocating for criminal justice reform and working to find the true perpetrator of the heinous crime. The case of the West Memphis Three remains an enduring symbol of the flaws in the American justice system, prompting reflection and dialogue about the importance of fair trials and the impact of public opinion on legal proceedings. Advocates and armchair detectives continue to investigate the case, hoping to uncover the truth and bring the real perpetrator to justice. The saga of the West Memphis Three stands as a haunting reminder of the dangers of rushing to judgment, the consequences of wrongful convictions, and the pressing need for a fair and equitable criminal justice system. As their story continues to capture the public's attention, it serves as a powerful catalyst for change, inspiring efforts to prevent future injustices and protect the innocent from a fate they do not deserve. As always, we hope you enjoyed the story this week. Help us out by liking our videos, subscribing to our channel, and by sharing our content with your friends. You can also pick up some amazing Graveyard Dance merch at graveyarddance.com. Till next time, thanks for watching.